I'm back on YouTube. It's officially the first day of the TikTok ban, but this is long overdue. This is my second cooking video, and it's going to be based off of a comment I had made on one of my TikTok videos. They requested I make a cherry cake. And I know when you usually think of cherry cheese, no, it's a cherry cheesecake. My bad. I know when you usually think of cherry cheesecake, you're like, oh, it's just cheesecake topped with cherries. But not when I think about it. When I think about it, why don't we actually incorporate the fruits into the cheesecake itself? Because, it's just a cheesecake and then you just, grab some cherries. Like, ew. So we're going to add some flavor to it. We're going to make a true cherry cheesecake today. And I guess that's a good way to start it. Let's get started. This part is just me showing off my Christmas gift from my fiance. It's a blender, stand mixer, and it is meat grinder. Go ahead and preheat that oven to 350. Let's start off by making our crust out of graham crackers. I went with cinnamon, that's what I like. It doesn't really matter. I repeat, it does not matter. You're just gonna dump the whole sleeve in the blender. Watch me open it terribly, and then dump it in there. And then you're just gonna blend it up or crush it, grind it, put it in a bag if you want to, till it's a real fine kind of a dust and crumbs. This is how it should look. Now you're gonna add about half a stick of butter. Just showing off another part of my lovely gift from Christmas from my lovely fiance. You're gonna then mix it up really well. Just make sure the butter is well combined. Just stirring it. Make sure you scrape the sides, get underneath it, scrape the bottom. Mix it up really good as you can. It should then become like it should feel like sand, basically, in your hands when you grab it and pour it like that. It should feel like sand. That's the consistency you're looking for. You're gonna want a cup or something with a flat surface. You're gonna press down and make the crust. Make sure it's flat against the bottom, and it's not gonna be as flat as you know. It may not be completely smooth and flat, but as flat as smooth as you can get it. The goal with that was to flatten it, get it as flat as possible. Really, it's not gonna be perfect. I mean, you may get it perfect. I don't know. I don't know. It's like a circle. Most people can't draw it perfectly. Some people can. But that's the overall goal. Next up, if you didn't know, the cheese in cheesecake is cream cheese. So you're gonna want to get some of that and soften it up. You're gonna set it out for however long, or if you're lazy and you just want to make this cheesecake on the fly, and you really, because you're gonna need this to be softened. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take a cup, fill it with water, and you're gonna let it sit. But I'm going to show you how to do that because you might be thinking, what do you mean? Just put the cream cheese in water? Well, most of the time, if you're getting cream cheese, you're gonna get a block of cream cheese. It's gonna be in a foil package like this. Now, understand, we know we cannot just throw this in the microwave, or else we're seeing fireworks. So you're gonna put this in a cup, filled with hot water, warm water. So like, if you're in a rush, some hot water. You're gonna really get this soft. It should be squeezable. It should be like, you should feel it. It should be like, if you squeeze that up, it should just be buzzing all over the place. If you squeeze it hard enough. That's how soft you need this to be. The cream cheese is to the point where I can squeeze it now. That's a good point. This is what you're gonna be wanting. See that squeeze? How loose it feels? That's what you're looking for, baby. That's what it is. This is gonna help so much. Say whatever I want now. Oh, that good cream cheese. Couple of that here. Okay, if you got a stand mixer, you're gonna have this, a flat paddle, or you're going to have a kneading hook. For this, you're going to want to use the whisk because you're gonna be trying to incorporate air, which is what a whisk is for, in case you didn't know. The hook is for kneading, it's folding the dough, it's rolling it, and the paddle is for combining. This, you're gonna need this, or if you don't happen to have the luxury of a 3-in-1, or just a regular stand mixer, if you're bored like that, you're gonna have a time. That's why you're gonna soften the cream cheese, because you're gonna have to be using that elbow grease. It's gonna be a little arm work. Don't listen to the fridge. It's been closed this whole time. But yeah, you're gonna be putting in some work with that arm if you don't got one of these. But in the end, I'm telling you, it's gonna be worth it. This is the finished pie crust, and if you want it to be a little lighter, you can take it out a little earlier, but this is how I like it. After mixing it the first time, this is how it should come out. For this recipe, I'm using the maraschino cherries. If you want to use, like, the actual cherries, like from the produce section or whatever, that's fine. But I do this because it also has the juice that you can also get from regular cherries. I don't use pie filling. You can't tell because it was already poured, but that's about half of the jar worth of juice from the cherries. Gonna add that cherry flavor into there directly. Then you're gonna add a splash of milk. If you don't know how much a splash is, ask your mama, because we just putting in a splash. After mixing it, you're gonna stop before it's fully done. Make sure to take a rubber spatula, scoop the sides, scoop the bottom. Make sure that it's well combined in all places. Then you're gonna put it back on, let it mix for a while. Make sure that it gets the consistency you want. If you need to, stop it. Add some more liquid. Add some more milk. Just, it's to your desire. Once you're finished mixing it, you're gonna pour it into your pan over your crust. You might have some extra you can put away. Put that away to a Tupperware and make something else with it. But you're just gonna sit in the fridge to freeze. And I'm back. I think you may be able to tell some time has passed when I put this shit in the freeze. It's chilled, of course. It has had plenty of time to set. And, just for aesthetic, you take some of your cherries. Usually gonna use something, but I'm just grabbing them. Place them in a way you like. It's pleasing. And if you want to be very extra, you can take a little rest of this juice and you can make like a little syrup, or not like a syrup. Yeah, kind of like a simple syrup, and drizzle it on there. You just place some cherries. Just like that, or something like that, have some fun with it, get creative. Make sure that it's something that you enjoy. And that's why I'm doing this, because I enjoy it. That's all for this recipe. Come back for another. This shouldn't take too long, honestly. The longest part it's gonna really take is letting it chill. And that really only should take a couple hours, but I lost track. So I lost track. So, guys, comment down below if you want me to show you guys how to make the simple syrup, or what kind of recipes you want next. Because I will be taking suggestions and just doing some stuff I want to do. And just showing you guys along the way. If there's something you guys want me to try, anything interesting, let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you like this, you think the recipe's good, you know, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, and check out my TikTok, because it is now back as of the time I finished this.